To hear the first 10 minutes of discussion, go and check it out on the podcast channel.
Wow, it's a nice trick, man. Now they have to go listen to the first 10 minutes.
Yes, exactly.
Nice.
I think that may play into this somehow in the future. May continue that. So, yeah, sorry. Go on, Jim. What were you saying? Who were we discussing?
No idea. Oh, yeah. How they came up with characters back in the day versus now.
Oh, I don't know. Anyways, fucking A. We got to burn through. We're not even to WrestleMania yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who else
also
got inducted?
Okay, we're getting there. Carlos Colon came out after. I mean, actually, Carlito and Los Matadores Unmasked came out to introduce their uncle Carlos Colon, and they played Carlito's music. He hasn't been with WWE for years.
Yeah.
And
that's not cool.
Yeah,
I hate that fucking guy.
He's the shit. So he comes out and he said people start chanting Carlito, and he's like, "Whoa, I'm sorry. I'm used to wrestling in gymnasiums and high school things. I'm not used to this, so I'll enjoy this for a minute." And then he was like, he got a signal from off stage or something. He goes, you need to come down match. You need to come down. Send the Colognes out there. Because that's basically what their purpose in the business is. You're not going to put Los Matadores out there after the main event. You're going to put it on before to cool people down from whatever was on right before that.
Yeah.
We got Razor Ramon, we got Warrior. Who can we do to split? Send out the Colognes.
Send out the Colognes. Yeah, he's just being entertaining as hell. And he goes, "Oh, and our time got cut short. Yeah, it's like I never left."
That's fucking awesome.
It was really good. He's like, I didn't mean to make this about me. And then they moved on to Carlos Colon, who I had no interest in. I was way more enjoying the Carlito talk.
So then Paul Bearer went in, you said. Did Kane go in, or Kane just talked about Paul Bearer?
Kane just inducted Paul Bearer.
Okay.
And then
who else
after Carlos Colon was...
Kevin, or no, it was Razor Ramon before the Colognes.
Yeah, we knew. Yeah, we did Razor Ramon already.
Yeah.
Jake the Snake, we did.
And then
Undertaker.
Colognes,
Ultimate Warrior. Whose speech I've heard referred to as awesome, but I quite liked it. I felt like he kept skirting around the elephant in the room that was 3 feet in front of him. Did you notice how carefully he talked about Hogan? And I mean, carefully he did not talk about Hogan specifically.
I did not even pay attention to that. I was.
What do you mean? How he didn't talk about Hogan?
He only mentioned Hogan one time, and it was when they was talking about the WrestleMania 6 match, which he mentioned he was only 30 when that occurred. Ultimate Warrior was only 30 years old when the WrestleMania 6 moment happened.
Huh. So what is the elephant in the room deal that he did dance around?
That Hogan and him have been at odds since he left the business. And
over business related things or like personal things?
I don't know.
I
think a little bit of both.
Diddling his wife or what?
I don't think it was anything like that. No, Hogan said shit about the Warrior, and Warrior has been a known, not psychopath, but he just says crazy shit. Like this
temper and is kind of a business crybaby.
Yeah. Well, doesn't nobody like him because he would always get blown out before the matches?
He mentioned that immediately. That was one of the first things he talked about.
What did he say about that?
He's like, I get blown up during my entrance.
Yeah. He's like, I get blown up during... Yeah, he's like, I absolutely get blown... Yeah, because he said someone said I was blown up halfway through the match. I was blown up during my entrance. He's like, but what proves... Whatever, he was basically going, the fact that I pushed through the match when I was blown up already, what does that tell you? You know what I mean? Like, that's character building kind of shit right there.
Oh, yeah, and he put on a show, man.
Yeah. I mean, I was never a huge Ultimate Warrior fan.
Oh, that was my guy, man.
But
I ever tell you a story about when I saw him live?
He accidentally said F. He accidentally said WWF, which was hilarious.
You think it was really an accident?
Story that I've never heard 18 times.
That isn't in an episode of Blinkered. So, anyways, watch that if you want to hear it.
Once upon a time.
No.
To be continued. Previously on Blinkered.
Yeah. Yeah, it just says that.
I'm not even gonna spoil it yet.
Don't tell him.
So, Ultimate Warrior accidentally fucked up and said WWF, and they bleeped it.
Did they really?
They bleeped it. They
That's
have a 7-second delay or something, so they can bleep anything anybody said because everybody cussed.
Did they really?
Yeah, pretty much.
Was it cool? Were they able? I mean, I don't want you to tell me, but were they able to like be themselves and not be the characters?
Oh yeah.
Or were they up there trying to be the characters?
No, they were themselves.
That's interesting. That's a nice. That's an interesting. That's a refreshing.
He didn't
take
come out
on
in makeup or anything. I mean,
oh God, he should have.
He
dude. Just done the
repeatedly
whole
said-
thing as the Warrior.
he repeatedly
He
said
looked
no
like
one
Clay
more
from Sons
match.
of Anarchy.
Yeah, very much so.
Wait, what'd you say, Joel?
What?
What'd you say? I didn't hear what you said.
I don't remember what I said. I remember what
Yeah,
he
you
said.
talking about the thing.
What thing?
What you were just talking about?
Yeah, you say
Yeah.
that. Like I remember the thing I was just talking
Joel
about.
saying he looked like Clay from Sons of Anarchy.
No, you said that, and I
I did.
reiterated.
Yeah, he reiterated. But what he... we'll have to check the tape. Can we
Big
get an
Al,
intern to check the tape?
Sidetrack before we get to WrestleMania. talk.
No, okay. I mean, that's pretty good,
Let's say
refreshing.
stop. When is Jim Vader fighting Big Alzer Ramon?
I can't be Big Al's or Ramon.
You are. You have to be, because it is going to be brilliant.
I want to be Big Al the Barber Beefcake.
That's fucking stupid.
Why?
Because nobody liked him. He's
That's all right.
dumb.
I just want to shave Jim's head.
I will get you the tights.
Can I shave your head? Put you in the sleeper hold and shave your head?
Sure.
All right. I mean, now we have to do something different. We just told him the ending, but
Yeah, we can't spoil the finish.
Nope.
Well, I'm also in talks with some people about making a wrestling related project. So I won't give too many details, but maybe that could get worked into that.
Nice.
I got you, Jim. You're going down, buddy.
So, anyways, he messed up, said F. They bleeped it, and then he goes, "You know what? WWE, whatever. I wish we could put the F back in." And everybody started applauding. It was fucking great. He was like, and then my favorite line of the whole night was him going, "I can't believe Jerry McDivitt got his ass kicked by those wildlife people," talking about their lawyer, WWE F's lawyer.
Yeah, for the WWF.
He called him out based on the fact that they lost the rights to WWF. Jerry McDivitt. He's like, "I can't believe he got his ass kicked by those wildlife people." That was funny as shit.
Yeah, it was.
So, I don't know. I really enjoyed the Hall of Fame. It was a bit long-winded, admittedly. But what do you expect when you let people go up and reminisce about their entire careers?
Hey, Joel, I just got a notification from WWE.
What is that?
Tonight, Ultimate Warrior comes to Raw. Catch all of the WrestleMania fallout starting the Raw pre-show.
Huh. You know what he should just do one more time is at least put on the face paint.
Yeah, and try to run.
Yeah, see if he can run. I bet he could run. So, WrestleMania 30, we're going to start at the pre-show.
Okay.
Which was a really well done pre-show. Actually, it was one of the better ones. A lot of their shit is filler. A lot of that, before and after Raw garbage.
Yeah, it's just like to water down the show.
It's like they're trying to be. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to be regular sports, and somebody made the comparison recently of Alex Riley being like a talking head on a sports station, and that not being an insult. That being a compliment. That he comes across like
I
one
like
of them.
him doing that. I mean, I listen to what he has to say because I know like he's been backstage in that position and tried, and then he also is a fan of sports, so he like knows how to do it.
Yeah.
I feel confident that I can trust him with not fucking up something or not building something incorrectly.
Yeah.
And like with Josh Matthews, he's just like, I'm like, okay, he's a puppet, so he'll always bring things back around. And then you got the Booker T and the whoever the guest of the week is, Jason Albert, who is Matt Bloom, aka Sweet Tea, aka Albert.
Yeah,
AKA
it's Albert.
Ridiculous, yeah. And they just talk over each other, and they're just kind of the color guys.
Yeah.
No pun intended for Booker T. Color commentator, I meant.
Don't be racist, Jim.
Yeah, I didn't mean that.
Well, so okay, are we on to WrestleMania yet?
Yeah, we're just about to mention the first match. Which
Okay, well-
was Jim.
Well, hold on, real quick. Since you're bringing up commentating, didn't Hulk Hogan do commentating for this event?
No, Hulk Hogan was the host of WrestleMania,
What
which
is
we'll get to. Okay.
Okay,
We're
well, I
on the
thought he was-
pre-show now.
No, I thought he was the commentator. That's why I was asking.
No, that would be
Okay.
amazing, but no.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't. That would be
That would be horrible.
Fucking horrible.
Yeah.
God. Go on.
Anyway,
Okay, so tell us about
pre-show.
the pre-show, Jim.
It was a 4-way tag team match, Big Al.
Okay.
It was Los Matadores, which is the guy Carlito Colon.
Yeah,
Or,
okay.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Those guys
Okay,
versus the
yeah.
Real Americans, Cesaro and Jack Swagger, versus the tag team champions, the Usos, versus somebody else.
But that was a 4-man tag match
No,
for the championship
it's-
they were
it's
building.
Actually, 8 men, 4-way tag. Who's the
Yeah.
fourth, Jim?
Holy crap! It must have not have been important because I don't remember. Oh, it was Rybaxel. Ryback and Curtis Axel.
Which accentuates your point exactly. Puts that little exclamation
I
point.
want
Ryback.
Ryback to be important so bad, but it's not going to happen. Same with Curtis Axel.
I want
would
Curtis
say-
Axel to be good, but it's just.
Is he
meh.
black? He sounds black.
No, he's Mr. Perfect's son.
Curtis Axel?
Yeah.
That's kind of a
Yeah.
cool name for Mr. Perfect's son.
Yeah.
Kurt Hennig.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Curtis
Knew
from his
that.
dad, Axel from his grandpa.
Yeah. Larry
So this
the
was the
accented-
pre-show match, the 4-way tag?
Yeah, and the Usos won, which
They
I don't
retained.
have a problem with. Who did it get down to? I forgot.
The Real Americans and the Usos.
I thought it was possible that the Real Americans could win, but
But yeah, the Usos just won it, didn't they?
Well, so they're the tag team champions.
yeah, I
is it?
figured it was too early in the raid to.
Was it like
change
an
the belts.
elimination?
Yeah.
Oh, that's how it was. You tagged her out, and then whoever's left standing survives, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Was it action packed? A lot of high flying stuff, or
It was a good match. I don't remember being bored by it.
really?
Yeah.
And then we go back to the booth after that. They're like, Usos, let's take a look at some things to kill time before the WrestleMania starts. This is only on the network at this point, so if you have the network, you're going to see some awesome stuff. If not, better tell your friends.
Yeah,
All
they
right,
they
here's the
started
package.
pushing the network pretty hard at that point.
Could you have still ordered it on pay-per-view?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Even though DirecTV were a bunch of little bitches because they
That
were
was Dish
angry.
Network, right?
What's that?
That was Dish Network, wasn't it?
Who did I say?
DirecTV.
It might have been. I'm not sure. One of those two.
Yeah, it
the
was one of the
non-Comcast one, whichever the other one is. They threw a little fit because WWE announced the launch of the network before the Elimination Chamber. It was coming right after the Elimination Chamber. So they're like, we're dropping their pay-per-views if they're going to undercut us because they wanted WWE to let them price the pay-per-view down at the same for $9.99. And they're like, no, because but at that point they had to get a cut from the cable network, and now they're doing this over-the-top thing, is how they're marketing the WWE network, so they get all the money, like it's just them doing it.
Makes sense, man.
Yeah, so they can't price it down because they're getting more money per subscriber than they were before in the pay-per-view model.
Because more, yeah.
But I mean, $60 for WrestleMania.
That's insane.
And they're getting
man.
more money now from customers. They're at like 670,000 subscribers.
Yeah, you should buy stock in WWE.
I've thought
Well,
about
see,
it.
What I don't understand is why WWE, like, why would they think WWE would do that? Because people are just gonna be like, oh, I just want the pay-per-view. I don't need to run that other garbage. And then they wouldn't get all the network stuff with that 6-month commitment. Like, of course they're not gonna price the regular pay-per-view down at $9.99.
Well, no. I mean, the reason they wouldn't price it down to $9.99 is merely because they don't get that much. They get like less than half from the cable companies as it is. So they'd get less money, and the cable company doesn't want to do that. They're just being little bitches. They don't want to take their cut down. They want people to pay as much as they're going to, and they like, oh, we're pulling it. We're not airing them. And then like put out this shitty press release about WWE undercutting them and shit. And oh, what would they have done all these years without us? Blah, blah, blah. You know, something like that. And then they ended up carrying
All right, real
WrestleMania.
quick now, Big Al.
Yeah.
WrestleMania starting. Okay.
Okay.
The Celebrate theme is on. Fireworks are going off.
Fucking
stages
Celebrate
revealed
theme.
again.
Okay. I got it.
Shut up. And then all of a sudden,
Yes.
Hulk Hogan comes out.
Yeah. Hogan,
Very slow.
Very slowly he does.
What's he wearing? Tell me what he's wearing.
He's wearing the red and yellow. The best. He gets to the ring. He's, oh, so glad to be here in the Silver Dome.
Yeah, dude, that was
And it was the
pretty ridiculous.
Superdome. And people are like chanting, "You fucked up," at him, and then he's trying to figure out. He's trying to like backpedal out of it, and blah blah blah, and then
All of a sudden,
what? Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh wow, no shit, huh?
Marches down to the ring like a badass.
He's talked crap about it, like just made fun of him a little bit.
Yeah, he went out there and he was like, "Good to be here in the Silver Dome," and then
Isn't
just
that where
laughed
he
his ass off.
He probably said that because that's where he body slammed Andre the Giant.
Yes, exactly. It was, and of course he mentioned it. He didn't say a weight this time. He certainly didn't say 700-pound giant like
the
he did.
707-foot-5-pound giant. I
Said,
pressed him, brother.
If you want Stone Cold to open up a can of whoop ass on Hulk Hogan, give me a hell yeah. And they said hell yeah, and he's like, I figured you'd say that. Listen, we had a hell of a night at the Hall of Fame. I respect the hell out of you.
Yeah.
And then Hogan's just like, someone give this man a hell yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, he said it wrong, just not quite right, like Hogan always does.
Then they shook hands and everything, and then all of a sudden,
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
Actually, they had
was
said they had said that the two biggest names in history were in the ring. That the biggest names, ever are in the ring.
Oh,
and then the Rock's
so the Rock
basically-
came out.
JBL goes, what is it called? Oh, he goes, the Mount Rushmore of the world wrestling entertainment. Or actually, he said WWE is all gathered around, ready to be chiseled. It was like a really bad joke, but I understood what he meant.
So it was the three of them. What'd the Rock say in the ring?
He did his catchphrases, did some rhymes, did some stuff to make the crowd laugh and say, yeah, I love The Rock. He still got it. Explained that he had matches with both Stone Cold and Hulk Hogan at WrestleManias, different WrestleManias.
Wow, that's an interesting fact. Did not know that.
3 with Stone Cold, to be in fact, and then Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania X18.
Wow, that's old for Hogan. Man.
He explained that they made his career what
Okay,
it is.
what are we doing? What's happening right now? Oh, we still recapping? Is that what that was? You were recapping the segment?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still
Nobody
each-
hit any finishes on each other. They all had beers at the end. It was
I know.
a badass 5-minute segment to start the pay-per-view. For real, it was really
Hogan's
fucking
theme
cool.
was playing. This may be stupid, but like Hogan's theme was playing, and then when they fucking cheers, Stone Cold's theme started right on the impact of the cheers. I was
Yeah.
like, that's cool as fuck.
Did they play out to the Rocks or did they end on Stone Cold?
Stone Cold's.
Nice.
And then I remember that they debuted a new theme for Rybaxel too, where they combined their two theme songs, which isn't
yeah,
bad,
fucking
like overlaying each other.
Yeah. So then, okay, so if that's the opening, then what was the first match?
The first match, shockingly, first person out, Stephanie McMahon, then Triple H, then Daniel Bryan.
Wow, they went straight to it, huh?
That's the first match. I thought they were going to hold it later in the show so that there was like less time for him to be prepared.
He would
if
go
that
back
was-
to back. Yeah.
Whoever
that's what I
wins
thought
would
happened.
blah blah. Yeah. Anyways, Daniel Bryan won.
Yeah.
Triple H put him over fucking clean. I mean, right?
Stephanie was priceless when he won. She was just like, oh my god.
My favorite was watching it with Jeremy, who would react to everything the way they hope every person would react. It was fucking amazing.
That's what makes it fun is when you react like that, man. I love doing that.
Like reacting as if it's real. Like
Yeah.
just good stuff. He'd be like, "Oh my god, would somebody fucking shoot her? Would she shut the fuck up and sit down?"
Yeah, dude, I love getting into it.
Like,
man.
get a
Yeah.
goddamn seat and sit the fuck down. Why is she walking around the ring, dude?
How'd the match end?
Running knee.
Okay.
I mean, he hit a pedigree on him, and then he went to hit another one, and he flipped it over or something, and then he ended up getting the running knee. It was
Okay.
really good. A very good match. It was probably one of Triple H's better WrestleMania moments ever.
Okay. And then
He
that's
basically made Daniel Bryan in that one match.
so that sets up for a main event of Daniel Bryan, Batista, and Randy Orton.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Nice.
But yeah, very good match. Definitely worth watching. I feel like the crowd kind of sucked.
Yeah.
I feel like it was like I
Compared to
got
Miami.
this weird vibe of, okay, we're over it.
Yeah.
Which-
that was kind of scary.
Yeah, which really did scare the shit out of me. That, oh my God, these people don't care as much about Daniel Bryan as the lead up crowds have. What
Yeah.
the fuck is going on? Like, it was really blowing my mind because the reactions were not what they should have been. I mean, they would all do the yes, but it would fade out rather quickly, and it just, I don't know. I was really worried that he was gonna fucking.
That's all right,
That it
'cause that
wasn't
sets
gonna
up-
go over the way
That
it's
sets up
supposed
for
to.
a better main event than if Triple H is in it.
Well, absolutely, yeah. Where do I have my little thing here?
Okay, so then what was the second
Let me
match?
tell you what we all picked last night too. We may as well do that. I picked Daniel Bryan in the first match. Jeremy picked Triple H just to be different. Jim picked Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. Can I go ahead and give my picks before you tell me the results
Yeah,
of the match? From
the
now on?
next one is the Shield versus Kane and the New Age Outlaws.
Is the Shield? Let me ask you: is the Shield still fighting? Are they still feuding?
They seem to be a solid front.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Kane and the New Age Outlaws, I think.
The Kane and the New Age Outlaws got their asses kicked in very short time. And then
Really?
they debuted, the Shield debuted a new finishing move, which I call the triple double powerbomb.
And they came out in like ghost mouth covering masks.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Really? Huh. Okay, I like
They
that. I like
stepped
the
up their
Shield,
game.
man. I like the Shield. What's that one guy that I forget his
Roman
name.
Reigns.
Yeah, that's it. I think that guy's pretty good, man.
Okay, after the really good match, but really quick, right? Basically, I mean, not that great of a match. It was.
Yeah, I heard Billy Gunn got hurt, and that kind of.
Well, whatever.
He was supposed to be involved in it. Yeah, doesn't matter.
It was a good ending. I like the triple double power bomb, where the three guys pick up two, and one each on one of Roman Reigns' shoulders, and he throws power bombs them both down.
Okay.
It was pretty good.
We cut to commentary, and then we were kind of.
How was the commentary? How was the banter between the guys?
Yeah, Big Show came out next, and I was like, oh, God damn it. There's no way they're doing this. It's not like a Royal Rumble, Jim. It's going to be a 30-man battle royal. They're all going to be there's going to be 25 people in the ring. And he's like, shut the fuck up.
I was like, dude, they got time. It's WrestleMania. It's always like 4.5 hours long. And then they cut to the ring, and it's full of people.
Just
really?
Full of fucking people. Who came out last? Didn't somebody else come out after Big Show?
No.
Oh, it was just
Who
Big
were some
Show.
of the participants in the battle royal? Just give me some of the big names. I mean, you have to.
You got a Sheamus, you got a Ziggler, you got a Big Show, you got, fucking
a
Zack
lot of
Ryder,
second tier guys and third tier
Sin
guys.
Cara, you got
Rey Mysterio. Yeah,
Mysterio.
pretty
How'd
much
Zack
anybody.
Ryder do? I know you guys are big Zack
He
Ryder
got
guys.
thrown out first.
Go figure. I mean,
It was
that
pretty
makes
pathetic.
sense. That makes sense, though.
I picked Dolph Ziggler. Jeremy picked the Big Show, and Jim picked the Miz after changing it from Damian Sandow. He picked the Miz, and then the Miz got thrown out, and then Damian Sandow got thrown out. It was great.
I'm gonna go with. But you said Big Show was first, huh?
No, there was no. They were all in the ring already. Everybody starts in the ring. It's not the Royal Rumble. It's a battle royal. It's still an over the top rope, but they're all in there at the beginning.
Without seeing a whole list of participants, I would just go with Big Show.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
It did. Yeah, it did come down to Big Show, and something fucking badass happened.
The last four
What?
were Alberto Del Rio, Sheamus, Big Show, and Cesaro, I believe. And
See, I might have took myself an Alberto Del Rio. He's a good battle royal guy, I think.
Sheamus and Del Rio. Meh.
Yeah, he got him in the arm breaker, and then Sheamus picked him up and tried to throw him over the rope, but Alberto pulled him out with him, so they both eliminated each other, and it was just Big Show and Cesaro left.
Oh wow, okay.
Then we get what is better than a WrestleMania 3 moment. I think it was
Where
it was
Hogan
it was
lifted
more
Andre the
impressive than it was visually more impressive than Hogan lifting Andre. He fucking Cesaro scoops up the Big Show, walks him to the ropes, and tosses it, throws him over the top rope.
Really? Wow, that's pretty impressive. I would like to see that actually.
Yeah.
That's a. Hey, you know what? Can we put this on in the background?
No, but I am going to figure out eventually ways that we can see the videos in the.
So what did the winner of the Battle Royal get? Anything interesting?
The Andre the Giant trophy
Okay.
and just the rights to say that. He basically became a good guy by the end of the match.
All right.
He's been half heel for a while. I just hope that it doesn't lose the edge, which is what they do with a lot of baby faces, or a lot of heels when they turn them babyface,
Okay.
is they lose what made them cool.
The Miz?
Yeah, the Miz has been ruined by being a good guy. It's terrible.
He's lame. I don't even.
With AJ and Big E.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, at least before I hated the Miz. Now I don't even care about him.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, Bray Wyatt against John Cena.
Ooh, I don't know who Bray Wyatt is, but I like.
Bray Wyatt is the guy with the beard.
Sounds like a whippersnapper. I mean Cena. That's mine is Cena.
And they were both offensive linemen.
Ooh, really? That's an interesting fact. I seen John Cena was a Division III offensive lineman in college.
And at one point, Bray Wyatt did the one of those tackles where they just throw their arms out and smack their body to tackle them.
Oh, okay.
And John Cena ran to the ropes and he just went boom and just hit him with it. I was like, dude, that was impressive. He's a big dude.
Who is Wyatt? Wyatt the
Yeah.
whippersnapper?
Yeah, they made Bray Wyatt in a way like Cena did. I don't think Cena needed to win, and he did.
Yeah.
Cena almost doesn't ever need to win, though, man.
Exactly.
I mean,
He's
that's-
made. He should be making guys, and I guess you could make the case that
By
Bray
being
Wyatt,
in the ring with him, he's making them. By
Yeah.
having battles with him, he's making them. Whether or not they beat him, that one day they will pin him.
Yeah.
Because John Cena can lose once and then win 50 in a row again.
Yeah, he has a terrible record if you look at his actual pinfalls, wins and losses.
So if his record is not going to make any difference, why? I mean, I understand WrestleMania.
I
30
guess
is-
to give hope, you know what I mean? To give a little glimmer of, I don't know. There were chants of "Let's go Wyatt" and then kids saying "Wyatt suck" or "Wyatt sucks." So it was
Yeah.
a reverse chant, which means everything
And-
because they've been saying how much Cena means because he gets the "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks," that
This-
everybody focuses on him.
This is directed towards both of you guys, but also it's a question for Miguel because I know you're a football guy more.
Sure.
I like that you pointed to the right part of the screen, which
yeah,
is
that
amazing.
was impressive. Yeah, I'm impressed.
Okay. During the he came out in red pants and on one side it had like a golden stripe. Okay.
Okay.
And I was like, it looks like sweatpants. Why wouldn't he wear the white
Who?
looking capri pants? Bray Wyatt. He came out in a black
Yeah,
white
yeah.
beater and then the maroon pants with the gold stripe. And then I realized that they're in New Orleans, and I looked in one of the promos backstage, and they had the Saints, and then they had the Redskins, who were
Uh-huh.
wearing maroon and gold.
Okay.
So is that why he wore them, just to get more heat?
Maybe.
Well, the Saints colors are black and gold, and the Redskins are maroon and yellow. So maybe.
No,
I mean,
it was just black pants with a maroon stripe, I believe. Right? Wasn't
No,
it
Bray Wyatt had maroon pants on.
what black stripe?
Gold
yellow
stripe, you said.
One down one side.
Oh, I doubt it. I think you're
Yeah, I don't
probably
know if
looking
it
too
was
much
a
into it.
thing.
Maybe the seamstress picked that color scheme, but it certainly didn't get picked up on by anybody.
Well, you said he was a football player. Maybe he had like a tryout with the Washington Redskins once or something like that. I
That's
mean,
the only reason I thought that.
No, I don't know. That match had one of the fucking coolest things I've seen in years in wrestling.
Yeah.
He went to do the 5-knuckle shuffle, the "you can't see me" thing. And you see Cena fucking go bounce off the rope, and he turns around and just fucking jumps back in shock. And you see Bray Wyatt go from on his back up into like an upside down crab. His head's hanging upside
Oh,
down.
really?
He shoves his body up his hands.
so it was a
down.
good match, though, right?
It was really fucking freaky, yeah. And then Bray Wyatt lost, yeah.
Okay, but a decent match.
Very good match, competitive match. Put him in that level. The fans have embraced him from day one. He's been
Wyatt?
made to them from day one. Besides the couple douchebags that were chanting Husky Harris at that initial his initial debut.
What's a
Dude's
Husky Harris?
It was his former character.
Oh,
When
Husky
he was in
Harris.
Nexus.
Yeah, he left and came back as
Husky
Bray Wyatt.
Harris.
Yeah, it was really stupid and obnoxious. You don't have to be that smart.
Okay. So the next match is The Undertaker.
Correct.
And who did The Undertaker fight?
Brock Lesnar.
Wow, okay. Well, I already know the result of this
The
one,
the only match that I immediately put an X next to The Undertaker for anybody who picked it, because I put a little X next to anybody who guessed it right. That was the only one that everybody picked Undertaker, and I put the X in there for everybody. I'm like, no big deal to go back and erase that. I can't believe he lost. It was so fucking shocking. I look over and Jeremy's just like,
Blank. Yeah.
just and that's how everybody in the crowd was. He pinned him after his third F5, not back to back, but after he hits Undertaker with the third F5, he pins him 1, 2, 3, and you just hear nothing in the crowd. It was crazy. It was like
what was it, like 20 WrestleManias?
21-0 he was before
Yeah.
this. So
He's on his way out, isn't he?
it didn't. I don't know. It didn't set in until the graphic on the screen came up 21-1.
Yeah, that's when I was like, wow.
Yeah, it was like, holy fuck, they just did that. And don't be mistaken, folks. That was the plan the entire time. Nobody called it in the ring, and that did not make them slow down the match to give them time to prep new graphics. Somebody insinuated that The Undertaker called it in the ring and
I just
decided.
didn't understand what he was saying because
He was saying that they slowed the match down, literally, like made the match go longer so
Yeah.
that they had time to make the graphics say 21-1 instead of 22-0. Like
Then after that depressing moment, they show a promo for next year's WrestleMania, which logo does not have any numbers on it. It just has a computer play button on it at the bottom,
yeah.
and it's in California.
Let's
Things-
go.
Did it have the WWE Network logo?
Yes, but it wasn't like at the top. It was like on the bottom of the screen. It said WWE Network.
Oh, okay. So it didn't have it in the thing. It was the old one. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the current one. I'm expecting that bomb to get dropped soon. About the network logo becoming the regular logo.
Who's this?
AJ.
Ooh, you know what? That was a pretty decent storyline though, developing leading up to it. I
Yeah,
kinda
with all
liked
the
it, man.
total divas and all the non-total divas wanting a piece of her. And
Yeah.
I picked Naomi for the match.
Was it just a one? Wasn't it?
It was 14 women against her, basically. It
I'm
was
going with AJ.
I
Yeah,
thought one of the Bellas were going to win just because of the show.
No, I think AJ would win
I don't.
for sure.
Yeah, I don't watch the show, so I don't know what storyline you're referring to, Jim. But
Well, who
Oh,
won the
just
match?
Them and Daniel Bryan. and
AJ
Dustin
won.
updating.
Did she really? She fended off 14 chicks, huh?
yes, she ended up tapping out the person that I picked, Naomi.
Really?
Yep.
I think, dude, I don't know why there's so much. I think
I don't
she's
know
a
why
good
your
champion.
girlfriend had to pick up every single same person that I picked in every fucking match. Like literally,
I know.
I was gonna pick Tamina based on the storyline, and then I'm like, no, fuck, I'm not picking every single thing the same. How did that happen?
I don't know, man.
Because I didn't say what mine were out loud, but every single fucking time.
And then
Was
after
it a
the
good
Divas
match?
Get ready for
was okay.
Alec to be excited.
Hold on, wait. I just want to know if it was a good match.
Yeah. What?
I just want to know if it was a good match.
Yeah, it was all right.
It was a
wasn't
come down
bad.
match. If they could have sent the colognes out, they would have,
Oh my God, Joel.
but they didn't. You're playing a live version, right?
They talk to me.
Because that song was played live and sounded pretty much exactly like it, and as
Really?
was Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt's
think for
music
all-
was played live.
Same
I
band.
think all of the music after watching it again.
No, not
They-
the same band between the two songs. No.
Well, I don't know. I don't know nothing about the
I think
Whippersnapper.
Batista and Randy Orton's band are the same for some reason.
Yeah, but they didn't do Batista's music, thankfully.
So who is Randy Orton wrestling?
Batista.
And
Oh, and
Daniel
Daniel
Bryan.
Bryan. Oh, wow, we're at the main event already, huh?
there weren't that many matches. I mean,
That's a nice flow to WrestleMania. I wouldn't even mind. Can we watch that tonight?
yeah. I mean, it can be on.
Oh, all right. Let's watch it.
Okay.
You might have to watch it after Raw. Raw starts in an hour, big.
Yeah.
Oh,
Main event is that match that we just mentioned, and
I'm
the
going-
crowd was
okay.
fucking dead at the beginning of the match. Go on.
Really?
Who are you
Well,
gonna pick?
my pick. Here's my thing. Is I thought a while back when I first found out about this whole Triple H thing that Daniel Bryan was going to go ahead and win both matches and win the belt.
Okay.
Kobe's brother.
I'm sorry.
Kobe's brother.
Who's Kobe?
You said Daniel Bryant.
No. You SOB. God damn it, Jim. All right.
Yeah,
So
just
so
gonna-
Daniel Bryan, go on.
So, I mean, that's in the way the crowd loves his yes, yes, yes. But at the same time, I could see Randy Orton winning, and I think that's who I want to go with. Randy
Okay.
Orton is going to be my pick. Pick to click.
Okay. The crowd is dead since the Undertaker thing.
Just burn out or just
no,
still in shock?
when the Undertaker lost, like
Depressed.
there were people
Disbelief.
crying in the audience.
He's going to lose eventually, man. At least he lost to Brock Lesnar. They should have brought back Shawn Michaels and let him lose to Shawn Michaels. That would have been the best ever.
That wouldn't, and here's why: because they are trying to do what's best for business in the sense that they're looking towards the future. And if you put somebody over the Undertaker that's from the same age group, that does nothing to benefit the company in the future. Now, although I don't know that I would have picked Brock Lesnar only due to his age, if this could have happened 10 years ago, maybe, but
Yeah.
picking Brock Lesnar, he has to now be a focus of the company going forward. He has to be 100% in, and he's got to be...
Well, he's not doing the MMA anymore. I'm sure.
No,
he's in.
I don't mean that. I mean, he's got to get a more regular deal where he's not there once every 4 months. I mean, it could work out that way, but he's got to be going after the winner of the main event.
Okay, so
he has to do
the
that.
crowd is dead.
But the crowd
Yeah,
is...
do you
But
think it would have been better for Roman Reigns to do it?
I like that idea, man.
maybe, however...
like
you
that.
could have, maybe you would have seen that coming. Maybe all the factors just lined up for it to be Lesnar. He is a legitimate UFC heavyweight champion.
Right.
You know, they can now bill him going forward as the man who broke the streak. That's pretty fucking impressive.
I think
I
Daniel
think it could have
Bryan
been better.
versus Brock Lesnar is actually a great
And Paul Heyman
storyline.
during this match was the greatest.
Who was commentating the match? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to blow out the speaker. Who was commentating the match? Who was on the
The
call?
regular shitty announce team: Jerry the King
Michael
Lawler, Michael Cole,
Cole.
and JBL.
Yeah, I'm not big on
They had a
JBL.
French announce team there last night too. as
I'm
well
sure
as
they're
Spanish.
rocking different languages, man. Vince
Mhm.
McMahon's going worldwide, international.
Trying to make the Super Bowl.
So
Super Bowl, Super Bears.
the first 10 minutes of the match, I feel like the crowd was fucking dead quiet. I felt like Daniel Bryan had to
I have a
coerce them into
serious
every
question.
yes.
How does this now? How are you declared a winner of this match? Is it
Pinfall or submission.
just one guy, or is it an
Yes.
elimination?
It's not elimination.
So if Daniel Bryan
Pins Randy Orton, he wins. If Batista pins Daniel Bryan, he wins.
fair enough.
That's
Okay.
another thing. Yeah, Randy Orton didn't even have to get pinned to lose.
Oh,
the title.
don't be
Yeah.
that wrestling announcer cliche. I get so
I'm
mad when they say
explaining
that
it to
every
Big
time.
Al, though.
I
Big Al didn't
know.
watch
But that's a good point. I would have never thought about that.
God
Thanks,
damn it.
cliche Jim.
Hey, man.
I really get angry when they say that every time. I'm like, yeah, we are not fucking retards. You're gonna mention that
I mean, I didn't know.
he
but
can
I'm not
he
a
can lose
retard.
the championship without even getting
Well,
pinned.
some people that don't watch wrestling all the time are going to be like, "Oh, they got to pin Randy."
Well,
Orton.
I mean, think about it. I just had to ask. You know,
But-
maybe one of our random listeners just enjoy the sound of our voices or listening to the wrestling podcast right now, and they just now we told them the rules. Actually,
Yeah, for like the first 10, 15 minutes of the match, they would work on Daniel Bryan's injured shoulder. And then
They were
toss him
tag teaming
aside.
him?
Yeah, Triple
Yeah.
H hit him with a chair after the match before he
first
put him
so
in
he
the
was
corner.
he was beat up. So we knew that was going to happen.
Yes.
He took a
They
beating.
showed him in the back getting his arm lifted.
Yeah.
The trainers messing with
I
his
want to change
arm
my
and-
vote. I want now. You know what? I'm sticking with Randy Orton.
Okay. So at about 10
Daniel Bryan
minutes in,
decided.
the crowd has been really fucking dead, and Triple H and Stephanie come to the ring, and
Of
the
course.
crowd explodes. It's like, for whatever you want to say about Triple H, he has that innate ability to make people react.
Yeah,
Look at the stuff with the Big Show that he did. That was the most important the Big Show ever was last year. Was that
Because
last
he
year?
just gets it, man. The Paul Levesque actually gets.
Yeah,
wrestling.
but just
He's a
the
wrestling
way,
guy.
well, him being the boss and everything, the way he fired Big Show or would make him beg, and then finally when the Big Show flipped the fuck out, it was awesome. But then he went back to being nothing because Triple H wasn't that involved, and it felt again. It reinforced my worry about the Daniel Bryan thing when it took Triple H coming out there for them to start reacting again, and it was like, phew, at least they are.
I did notice two things from the pay-per-view / event last night. One, the Real Americans were like really getting into the American gimmick, if you will, because every time somebody would be on the ground, like in a hold or something, they would kneel. Even if they weren't in the ring, they would kneel.
So okay, what did Triple H and Stephanie do when they came into the ringside?
Also, I wanted to say Big Show was wearing the Andre the Giant one strap during the Battle Royal. But anyway,
I like when he wears that. He looks funny without it like a thing on his chest.
yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
He, they came in and beat the crap out of Daniel Bryan, and Stephanie was getting in his face saying, "You will never win." It was like really.
While the match is going on, they're beating up Daniel Bryan.
It was a no disqualification match.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
They ended up leaving after Daniel Bryan did a through the rope thing on Triple H and Stephanie, and who else was out there?
Triple H, Stephanie, and a ref.
Yeah.
Triple H put in Scott Armstrong, referee, who is a crooked referee, and everybody started booing right
in
when he
real
sent
life
him in.
or
And
in
everybody,
wrestling.
Triple H, Stephanie, and the original ref got help to the back. It was ridiculous. And
Okay.
Then, Randy Orton went after Batista for an RKO, and then he threw him, and then they were both outside of the ring. At this point, they were going to put Daniel Bryan through the announcer's table.
Okay. How's the
Um,
crowd? They
The
getting
crowd's
into
okay.
it? They're doing all
And
right.
then He
Okay.
did. Batista stood on one announcer's table and was gonna Batista bomb him through the other one. And as he did it, Randy Orton jumped up and did like a reverse RKO at the same time. But when he landed, Randy Orton landed with his back on a big square TV monitor, and it looked like it really fucking hurt. That's all I can say.
Yeah, the Batista bomb into the RKO, which didn't quite work, but almost. It looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we halfway through the match now? Or are we getting towards the end?
We're getting towards the end, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying.
I
to
don't
figure out
remember the
timeline-wise.
exact finishing sequence. Do you recall?
Yeah, he gave the running. No, not the running knee.
No, there was something that built up to the end, like a sequence of maneuvers, wasn't there? Didn't Batista try to powerbomb him or something, or did powerbomb him in the ring?
I remember thinking, good, I'm glad he's pinning the champion, so there's no question. Like, if he would have pinned Batista, Randy Orton would have been like, I didn't even get pinned.
But he
Three
did
more
something to
pay-per-views of
Batista
action.
to take Batista out, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't remember what it was though.
I thought you remember the finishing sequence.
So then he takes Batista out and then pins Orton.
He hits the running knee on Orton and pins him and wins the title.
I thought in the last match he did the yes lock and tapped out Batista.
The fuck is a yes?
Oh, was it? Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, he didn't beat Randy
the first
Orton.
match was the running knee. That's right.
Yeah, and he pinned Triple H, and then he hit the running knee on somebody else, but then he made Batista tap out to the yes lock.
So then did the whole crowd do the yes, yes, yes chant?
Yes.
Afterwards, was that powerful? Was that a thing like
Yes
it was
and
the first
no.
night? That night we saw it over here, man. It almost made me a Daniel Bryan fan. No bullshit.
When it wasn't quite what I imagined it was going to be. I knew there was going to be confetti, but I feel like it didn't make it to the ring almost. It was weird. And I feel like the crowd was so big that it took away from it. Like the yeses, it was almost like a wave where people weren't quite, the front and the back weren't all getting it at the
too
same.
many people to be on cue. I see what you're saying.
It just, I think tonight's going to be a better show, and I'm really looking forward to tonight's show.
So we end up with the tag team chants are now the Usos, right?
Dolph Ziggler versus Daniel Bryan.
No way. I'm going Brock Lesnar.
It's
Yeah,
gotta
that
be
makes total
Lesnar.
sense, dude. Former like he said, former UFC champion against
broke the fucking streak.
on the
Dude, the cool thing
Underman,
about
Daniel
tonight,
Bryan, yes.
there's no more safety net. Everything's fucking gone. The Undertaker's streak over. That was a guaranteed WrestleMania main event. That shit's done.
I know. I always looked at that as like
They only have one fucking heavyweight title.
that was like the third of the 3 main events that would usually happen.
Yeah.
Oh, so Bryan's got both belts now.
Bryan has both belts. Nothing. That's unprecedented. Him having all the heavyweight titles.
So what time does Raw start?
Raw starts at 7.
So we got 56 minutes till the Raw. I'm pumped, man. I'm ready to go. I kind of upset I missed WrestleMania, but maybe I'll catch it on the
look
flip
forward
side.
to Raw, folks. It's going to be fucking awesome.
Hey, Jim, it was nice chatting with you.
Hey, man.
Thanks for
Thanks for
joining us
listening.
via Google Hangout, and we will see you next time, Jim. Hashtag see you later.
Ta-da.
Whoa. I still think you should play out the Hulk Hogan.
I'm not playing out the Hulk. I don't have it ready.
But it doesn't. I mean, come on, man. It's a wrestling podcast. What do you think about ravishing Big Al Rude?
I think you are very rude right now, Big Al, and I'm going to have to ravish you by putting your microphone all the way down.
My microphone all the way down.
Hashtag see you later.
Did I get it out in time?
Yes, 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 yes. Okay, see you later.